Alright. Alright. So, Merry Christmas! This is my last Christmas video. So I figured I'd do one last Christmas video, because this is my last Christmas video. So, this will be my last Christmas video. And it's my last Christmas video. So I figured, as it being my last Christmas video and all, I would do one last Christmas video talking about my clothes. Not talking about my clothes. Talking about my collection of Christmas films in this box, which somehow for now won't close. No, well, I had it wrong. So we'll just go through these and we'll bust them through, alright? So we'll start off over here with what I call an underrated Christmas film, Jingle All the Way. This movie gets a lot of hate. I don't really see why. I think it's a great film. However, I cannot say the same for the sequel, Jingle All the Way 2, which is a cash grab for WWE and 20th Century Fox. They use Larry the Cable Guy and something and it doesn't work. Although I will admit, changing it to a girl, it works better with the teddy bear, but still. We have something I'll probably watch on Christmas, which I'm recording this before then, and it's Christmas Vacation. Here's the regular, here's the slip. And yeah. As I will also be watching this, Scrooged. One of my favorite Christmas movies with Bill Murray. Absolutely fantastic. I recommend it. I'll take these three out at the same time. And these are Santa Claus movies. We have the Santa Claus, which I think is is great. We have the Santa Claus 2, which I think is still pretty good. And then Santa Claus 3, which I think is just okay. So, we have another underrated Christmas film, I think, in Jack Frost with Michael Keaton. I think this is pretty good. I don't see the hate for it. I still think it's a pretty good, decent film. We have a Christmas special I watch every year, and I just did a review for it. Santa Claus is coming to town. I love this special. I watch it every year. I think it's probably the best special. You can take your Frosties, take your Rudolphs, you can take your Charlie Browns, and you can throw them in the snow, because I think this one is better than all three of them. Next, we have the Home Alone films. We have Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Home Alone 3 wasn't mine. I borrowed it from a friend, so. But both of these are better than that one, I think. And we have A Christmas Story, which I think is just okay. I don't think it's one of the greatest Christmas films ever made. I wasn't floored by it. I wasn't, I didn't see the light. This isn't one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not Chester A. Bum. However, I could say that for this film, It's a Wonderful Life. Even though the Christmas part is only like the last 45 minutes, and it's not even central to the plot, but this is one of the greatest Christmas movies ever made, and Die Hard is told to suck it continuously by people. Next, we have Harold and Kumar, and it's Harold and Kumar, a very Harold and Kumar Christmas. And the reason I didn't review this is because I want to do the first two before I review the third one, and so that's gonna have to wait till next year. Another one that's gonna wait till next year is Elf. One of the few films I can stand Will Ferrell in. I liked his Saturday Night Live stuff, but when it comes to films, I like this, Night at the Roxbury, and Step Brothers, but nothing else really. He just doesn't appeal to me. Office Christmas Party. I saw this in the theaters. Also, by the way, I went with a friend to see Harold and Kumar Christmas. We laughed our asses off, but I wanted to see this in the theaters because I wanted to see what it was like. I thought it was funny, but I didn't buy it right away when it came on DVD and stuff. And you see, I bought the DVD. I didn't buy the Blu-ray, and it's all right, Eventually, I'll get to it. Here's a special I'll probably watch on the Christmas Eve. as I usually do, and that's the Jeff Dunham very special Christmas special, which I watch every year on a Christmas Eve. And yeah, I think this is a fantastic special. I wouldn't know where to begin with the review, so I don't know if I will get to it, but it's because it's stand-up. Next two are horror films. We have Krampus, which I was going to review this year, but things got switched around. I wasn't able to do it. Eventually I will. It's directed by Michael Dougherty, who also did Trick or Treat, so it's good, but I will eventually get to it. And I've already done this next one that's Better Watch Out. It starts off as your standard home invasion film, and it switches in the second half. There's Christmas throughout. It's very good. Couple of VHS next, and we have Richie Rich's Christmas Wish, which is a kid's version of It's Wonderful Life without all the build-up in the first half. And so when the whole thing happens the switch happens where he was never born and things are different, you don't really feel anything because you didn't see everything that happened beforehand and everything that he went through and sacrificed. So it doesn't work. Speaking of stuff that doesn't work, here's The Grinch with Jim Carrey. And I never really cared for this film. I always thought it was just okay. But Jim Carrey he went too far with this. And they thought the Riddler was too far. Okay, next, now we got Christmas movies that aren't your conventional Christmas films, alright? And the first one off here I have to say is Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman, sequel to the Jack Frost horror film. And the reason this is in that list and not the Christmas one is because, well, it takes place on a tropical island, far away from anything Christmassy. The only thing really Christmas in this is Jack Frost. So, and this is not as good as the first one. Just saying. We have, next, a film that some would say is definitely a Christmas film, as I do, but it's not conventional, and that's Gremlins, which is great. I have a Gizmo plush thingy. It's fantastic. Next we have... Nope, I did that one. Iron Man 3. It's a Christmas movie. It takes place at Christmas. You're stuck in a place where there's lots of snow. It's a Christmas film, alright? Even gets Pepper a Christmas present. Also, Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. Also a Christmas film. There's Christmas throughout the film. Next we have some of the ones that people would call out. And first is Lethal Weapon. That's right, Lethal Weapon. Christmas film. Good action movie. Richard Donner. We have The Long Kiss Goodnight with Samuel L. Jackson. You can't kill me, motherfucker. Fantastic film. Probably watched this on Christmas. It's fantastic. This is one I'm going to have to defend, and that's Rocky IV. Why? Well, it's a Christmas movie, alright? The fight between Rocky and Drago takes place on Christmas. Rocky trains in the snow. It's a Christmas film, alright? Alright, last two, and I think you pretty much know which ones these are. And we'll start with this. Batman Returns, which is a Christmas film. There's Christmas throughout the film. Alfred and Bruce, they say Merry Christmas to each other. It's a Christmas film. And you know what's coming. You already know what's coming. You know what this is. You don't even have to say it. Die Hard. Before you get uppity, it's a Christmas movie. People sit there and they bitch and they complain and they say, well, Christmas is an essential part of the film. It's not all the way throughout the film, and it's not the point of the story. Same thing can be said about this film. Yet, this is one of the greatest Christmas movies ever made, but you still won't admit to this being a Christmas film. And there's more Christmas in this than this. Yet, this is one of the greatest Christmas films ever made. I rest my case. Alright? So there we go. My Christmas films, things. That's it. The end of my Christmas videos. And you know, kind of wish I could do one more. One more video. Kind of wish I could do one more Christmas video. I mean, I said I don't know how many times this is my last one, but I wish I could do one more. Just take my hand, close my eyes, take my hand, reach in, and whenever I grab... Wait. Huh? What is this? Chewy? What are you doing in... Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 I can't. No, 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 I said I would never watch it. Don't look at me like that. I mean, Chewy, I mean, I know it's Life Day, but I mean, I can't. I wouldn't. I mean, I know I said I would. I'm doing this, aren't I? Well, I guess it's come to this. The Star Wars Holiday Special. But you know what? I think I'll be fine. Because at least I'll be able to power through this as long as I have my eggnog. I'm out of eggnog. No, no, no.